back here. Today is Tuesday. Didn't film anything yesterday on the bike. My dad and I did a little heat cycle, just left it on for a couple minutes outside. Just wanted to give you guys a small update on it, you know. So I'm gonna fire it up outside as soon as I get there. Let you guys hear it. The ram air sounds so cool. Wait till you guys hear it when it warms up. What's up, you guys? Adrian back. Just left the shop now. I'm going back to work. I was there on my lunch break. So basically, I did a couple heat cycles on the bike. I turned on the bike, let it stay on for a couple minutes, saw my dad revving there, helped it build a little bit more temperature. I drove it around the block. I left it in first gear at about 7,000 RPMs, you know. And then I shifted a second, again 7,000 RPMs, I left it there. And I slowed down, made a U-turn because the block isn't that big. Did it about 3 or 4 times just to get a little bit of heat in the motor. And it's crazy how the cooling fan and the cooling system on the bike is. And especially just it being a brand new 0-mile motor on a brand new dealership bike, you know. It's pretty cool. So the bike doesn't even warm, it doesn't go past 212. Once the fan comes on at idle, it'll go back to 198. It's insane. So very, very happy with that, you guys, honestly. So yeah, on the way back to the shop, he'll probably film a little bit if he gets time to do a couple more heat cycles on it there. And if not, we'll get back to it tomorrow, and then tomorrow we'll probably start doing half throttles, quarter throttles. Then the day after we'll probably do 3/4 and then possibly full throttle, or maybe towards Friday. We'll see. We have no rush on that anyways. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for the next part. See you guys. What is up, you guys? Back at the dyno here. Alright guys, so my dad went ahead, he installed the Vortex 43 in the rear and Vortex 15 up front. Alright you guys, same day, I'm back again. Had to come back, customers picking up their bike. Here, a little Zx6r 1000. My first mod, you guys. Let's get it started. Alright, so I got the spools, obviously for the rear stand. So I'm gonna toss these on since I got here and I had them with me. So I'm gonna toss those suckers on real quick. This is what a bone stock 636 sounds like, you guys. Hope you guys enjoy the sound of this. Look how perfectly built it is. No exhaust. No nothing, you guys. Exhaust pressure, and it's crazy how a catalytic on this bike, this little guy right there, is actually doing its thing. So pretty impressive with that, you guys. I just want to let her warm up real quick, do a little heat soak. I'm sorry, do a little, not a heat soak, a heat cycle. They rev pretty high up, actually, 2 grand. I wonder if it goes down more or not. I don't remember right now. So my dad was actually showing me the options here, the quick shifter, KQS. You click here in the select section here on the options, and you can actually play with turning it off if you're ever having issues in the middle of the race. So pretty neat. There she goes. Yeah, there we go. That sounds more like it. At about 144 coolant temps. Nice. Oh yeah, she's cooking already, guys. There we go. It smells so healthy out the exhaust pipe, it's crazy. Trying to keep the tank covered and not getting any scratches on it. So, yep. There's a cold start. so here's the bike taken apart, fully stripped down. Got an extra galvan here, spinning the can. Alright, you guys, so I'm about to vinyl wrap my windshield visor with some yellow for my number plate. So let's get to it. I wonder if they need that. Alright, you guys, so we just emptied out the cat on the header until we buy a full exhaust. I'm going to put the header back on. I got to take off the radiator, put the header on. Waiting for the mid pipe, but we will throw it in the dyno today with the stock exhaust just to get a couple more braking miles and probably get up to 50 miles, and then today we're just going to send it probably, and we are going to just dyno it to see what it makes. We already emptied out the cat. We didn't make a dyno run with it stock because we were running out of time. We didn't want to waste any more time. So it would have probably made about 114 to 117 bone stock. So now with the cat removed, it should make the same. With the full slip on, it'll probably make 118, maybe 119, so we'll see, but let's get to it, guys. Alright, you guys, time to add some engine ice, bleed the system, so another little time lapse here. Hope you guys enjoy. Well, I guess that was a waste of a time lapse. When it's made for something, it's made for something. It literally went on in 10 seconds, you guys. Looks pretty fucking sick.
Pan con croqueta. Croqueta, pan con croqueta. Cambiando el lonchero.
Mira cómo andamos.
Si trabajamos nosotros, loco, por presión. Si no es así, no trabajamos.
You guys, morning. So as you guys saw yesterday in the time lapse, we got the fairings on front and rear. I'm gonna tighten everything up today. Some double-sided stick tape here for this area. Just literally had to cut a little piece off the tail, just from here to here with the plastic, and then the rest just slides in very nice and neat. You kind of slide it in this to go inside of the plastic, and then you slide in either side first. So right now I'm gonna put the number plates on. Thank God I have leftover wrap. This is just for this weekend. We're not going to paint it. I'm going to write it just primered, no stickers and nothing. So yeah, my number's always been 528. It's a new year, want to try something different. My lucky number's always been 4. Somebody I know already has that number, so we're going to go with 44. Double good luck, I guess. Lewis Hamilton. So yeah, guys, gonna throw on some number plates now. So number plates are on. My buddy had gone to pick up some Allens here for me, which these I'm gonna use on the seat because he got me some spares. These are all flat faced. I actually found the conical round ones with see-through little washers to protect everything. It's all nice and neat and tight. It's not going nowhere. What you think? I think I got pretty good at wrapping it. Follow the whole line of the tail. I ran out on this side, so I did that line, and on this side I cut it. So, unfortunately, as I was filming the time lapse, somebody called. I hit the pause thinking that's where the answer was. I forgot I was filming a time lapse, my fault. So it's gonna be really retarded, but this mofo ain't moving. Got 2 little ones here. Sadly, I don't have any black ones that side. And you got some black ones there. Trying to go with the whole black theme, you know, it looks nicer. My uncle's bringing the racing visor, so unfortunately I'm not even gonna use this one, which is a shame. I did all this work, I spent an hour doing that, but it's cool, no problem. This goes here. I have to... I'm gonna wait on my dad to do this one. I'll let my dad do this one. So, yep. For now, that just sit there. Bike's basically ready. So, yeah, guys. This is gonna be the final part of this video. The next video is gonna be race weekend. Oh, no. The last video will be actually the dyno. So, the dyno for next week. And then at the racetrack. So, see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Yeah, it sounds nice. Alright, so we just played a little bit with the fueling. Let's see if it gets better. Not worth it. Alright, so we played with fuel, raised it about 10% up. We had tried 5 and it wasn't enough. We're going to add a little bit more. My dad was just explaining to me on the graph how it kind of works. And the blue graph was way before. The red chart is after. So we added more fuel and it's getting a little bit better. So instead of adding 10, we're probably going to try to add 12, maybe 15, just maybe add a little bit more. Just run it one time, twice. We don't want to run the bike too many times when it's late. about only 60 miles. So the bike just needs a lot more time probably to settle in. Once it passes about the 100-mile marker, it should make probably a 2 horsepower horse. So let's see what it makes now. My dad made a few more tweaks and adjustments. So let's see. Up, you guys? Adrian back here, continuing the video. Tomorrow's Friday and Saturday is race weekend day. So we just left the shop now. It's 12:38 at night. Have to be up at 5 tomorrow for work. It is what it is, but I'd rather do it on a Thursday than on a Friday to have to go right tomorrow. Drilled the hole on the floor on the trailer so that we are able to put the pit bull lock-ins for the rear wheel. The little trays, they slide into the floor, they lock, and then you slide it through the rear axle of the bike, and it just holds the bike in place. You don't need any straps anymore, any of that, so it's really nice to have that. We finally got the bike to 118 horsepower. The bike only has 62 miles, so our issue was we didn't realize when we were changing looking at horsepower, the torque, the engine RPMs, all this, the graphs will actually sometimes run. So you'll see this half of the graph to 16, and you'll see this half of the graph to 16 as well, but it's really at the end of like 14,000 RPM or something. So it's not like 100% accurate. So that's why we were having issues with fueling and adding more fuel, and then it was supposedly would lose power and gain power. It was actually the same as before on the same sector of the graph. We didn't realize we had just moved it over. So little things like that when you're tired so late at night. Last minute things. But yeah, guys, I'm super excited for this weekend. And like my dad said, it's still a brand new bike, brand new motor. As times adjust, as things get more adjusted to each other, and the motor gets more heat cycles, it settles, it'll loosen up a little bit more. It should gain another 2 horsepower, 3 horsepower, 220, 21 horsepower. But our buddies over at MotoD are sending us over a full exhaust from Spark Racing. So yep, so I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good night, guys, and I'll see you guys later.